Hello everyone, and welcome to the webinar. This is Joey, and today I'm going to show you how to relieve yourself of racing thoughts, anxiety, and even panic attacks naturally without all the guesswork and going through this process alone, as I know learning meditation can be very difficult. Now I'm guessing for a lot of you, this is probably not your first time trying to find a solution to your racing thoughts and anxieties. The first thing that I want to mention is that if you failed at learning to calm your mind and emotions using meditation in the past, it's not your fault. There's a lot of information out there, and learning meditation can be confusing. Many times, the information overload keeps you from success. It's okay. If you've been concerned in the past that you can't succeed with meditation, I want to put those fears to rest. You can do this. You just need the right person to explain meditation to you. A lot of gurus want you to think that you need to spend hours of endless practice performing outdated meditation techniques for you to calm your mind. And I'm here to tell you they're wrong. They have their own reasons for wanting you to think that, but it's not true. And if you think that pharmaceutical companies actually don't want you to rid yourself of anxieties and other mental imbalances, you're probably right. They don't benefit from you succeeding. They want you to keep buying their anti-anxiety and other mind-altering pills. The difference with me is that I actually care about your success with meditation and well-being. And I truly want to see you living the life of your dreams where your mind is crystal clear, healthy, and happy. So that's what I'm here for. I know you have a dream to make your mind the best it can be so you can change the world and have an impact. And I want to show you how to make that happen during this video. My goal for this presentation is for two types of people. One, for those who are learning meditation, you'll learn why my meditation techniques will help your racing thoughts so you can go deeper into meditation. And two, for those who have anxiety and panic attacks, you'll learn how to reduce your anxieties to the point where you can manage your thoughts and emotions and eventually go deeper into meditation as well. I want to help all of you silence your mind so that you will have complete relaxation and have your mind and emotions calm and at ease. The truth is that old meditation techniques do not work, as I'm sure you've already tried. The only way for you to slow down your racing mind and to relieve yourself of anxieties and even panic attacks is through new meditation techniques that are made for today's modern people that are living in today's crazy world. These new meditation techniques are the change you've been looking for. I was once like you. Nearly 20 years ago, I got into meditation because I thought meditation would help me greatly. After all, lots of successful people practice meditation. People like Steve Jobs, Oprah, the Beatles, all kinds of artists and entrepreneurs practice meditation. But all that meditation did for me was make me realize how fast my thoughts were racing and how disturbed my mind was. I started to realize how much negativity, worry, and even fear ran through my mind. Around this time in my life, I was also learning the laws of attraction. The idea is that, where what you think will happen in real life, and learning these laws of attraction would make me freak out and panic knowing how negative my thoughts were. I couldn't let my negative thoughts manifest, so I would be continuously fighting my negative thoughts with affirmations and positive thoughts. And the more I fought my negative thoughts, the more they would persist. Eventually, the more my negative thoughts would persist, the more anxiety I got. In extreme cases, I would even get panic attacks. And I practiced meditation every day for 5 years, trying to master my thoughts. I knew that I had to overcome my anxiety and panic attacks, which were being caused by my negative mind. I would practice meditation twice a day, every day religiously, trying to figure out how to get my mind to work for me, not against me. For years, there were nights where I would go to bed restless because of all the negative thoughts that were running through my head as I was falling asleep. My thoughts would keep me up at night for years, and I would almost never get a good night's rest because of all the negative thoughts keeping me restless. Also, I eventually became a social outcast because of all the negative thoughts would seem to magnify when I was around people. My anxiety would rise in social situations, and my negative thoughts would lead me to panic attacks. I eventually had to stop interacting with people, or at least keep interactions to a minimal, which was hard, especially since I was in school and had a job. Oftentimes, I would sit alone at lunch. And at night, while at work, if I had a panic attack, I would have to go hide in the bathroom until my mind would calm down. And after 5 years of practicing meditation, And after years of trying so many meditation techniques, reading so many books, and following so many gurus and self-help figures, I finally did it. I was able to stop my thoughts completely in meditation. And not only did I finally overcome my negative thoughts, I finally figured out the mind and how to make my mind crystal clear. And I haven't had any anxiety or panic attacks ever since. And the funny thing was that the way I overcame my negative thoughts and emotions were through a way that no guru had ever taught me. I had to come up with this solution myself. So how this all came about, there was a day where I was sitting there thinking about how much of a mess my mind was. I had a memory of being back in college taking art classes. The art teacher would have us perform these quick 30-second exercises that would help us students get the jitters, nervousness, and even stress out of our systems. Now these were exercises for drawing art, and these exercises would help us draw better. But I had come to the conclusion that in order to calm my mind down, I would need a technique that would help do the same thing. Release my negative thoughts and emotions. And if I could clean my mind first, then it'd be easier to meditate. And this cleansing process would be kind of like, let's just say if you wanted to rearrange the furniture in your bedroom while your floor was still a mess. It would be really difficult to rearrange your room, right? So it only made sense to learn how to clean my mind and emotions first before trying to manage my thoughts and emotions in meditation. And when I did the technique to cleanse my mind and emotions, a technique that I want to show you, my mind and emotions were the most calm they had ever been in years. I was instantly the most relaxed that I'd ever felt. And I had the best night's sleep in my entire life that day. And ever since I learned to do this technique, my days and nights have only gotten better and better each and every day. You probably don't want to be learning and practicing meditation for years and years, only to try to guess what it's going to take to ease your racing thoughts and anxiety. Traditionally, when you try meditation techniques, you close your eyes, you watch your breath, and whenever you get caught up in your thoughts, you bring your attention back to your breath. Here is why that is hard. You have no previous experience managing your thoughts and emotions, so when you actually sit down to meditate, your thoughts are a mess. Cleaning your mind and emotions first will give you faster success when practicing meditation because you will have less mental and emotional clutter to bother you. Once you learn how to clean your mind, and then learn new modern meditation techniques, your meditation practice will be light years ahead of anyone else that's been practicing meditation for years and even decades. You will have mental clarity, emotional peace, and gain all the benefits of meditation instantly. You just need to know the right way. I've been practicing meditation for over 20 years. And not only has my new meditation techniques transformed my inner world to where I have no racing thoughts, no anxiety, and no panic attacks, but my mind is crystal clear and I can enter into a meditative state in a matter of seconds. There is no more mental mess getting in my way. And not only has my meditation techniques transformed my own inner world, but I've gone on to teach meditation to over 5,000 students from all over the world that have taken my online meditation courses. Here's a story about my friend Matt. Matt was in the military and he was full of anxiety and he even had anger issues. He actually started to date one of my ex-girlfriends, and my ex-girlfriend called me up one day asking me to teach Matt my meditation techniques. I was actually super excited and even felt a little complimented finding out that my ex-girlfriend really liked my meditative qualities, and she wanted me to teach that to her new boyfriend. So I taught him one of my techniques in an email, and not too long after, Matt was not only rid of his anxieties, but his anger issues as well. And now you can see Matt is kind of like a badass. He doesn't have any worries, he's cool, in control of his life, and lives a carefree lifestyle. Now, I'm not going to say you'll become a total badass like Matt did, but I will say my meditation techniques will help you become your best self. So here's what we're going to cover over the next few minutes. Secret number 1, why your mind is such a mess and how it came to be that way. Once you know why your mind is such a mess, you will learn how you can clean it up. Here you will learn how to stop your mind from racing thoughts and taking over your life. And secret number 2, why you have not been successful in learning meditation. Here you will learn why you should ditch your old, outdated meditation techniques and start doing new meditation techniques that actually work. And secret number 3, how to get all the benefits of meditation fast without having to practice meditation for years and decades. Following these steps, you will get all the benefits of meditation almost instantly. Secret number 1, how to stop your mind of racing thoughts. Now let me tell you a quick story, and this is a story that everyone can relate to. There was once a girl named Kate, And Kate grew up having to go to school starting at a young age. She attended pre-K at the age of 4, and when she was 5 years old, she was in kindergarten. During these years, Kate was very young and impressionable, and she started to learn in school basic things like the alphabet and numbers. She was also introduced to new rules and how to think and behave. She had to learn how to be around other kids and how to be more socially acceptable. By the end of kindergarten, she was taught how to spell and read basic words. She was even taught basic math. And this is at just 5 years old. Kate would then go on through grades 1 through 8, learning more math and more critical thinking skills. She had to learn how to study, memorize, and take tests. She would then have to learn facts and learn history dates. She would have to memorize and recite poems, and she would give presentations in front of her classmates. She wrote papers, essays, and created science fair projects. And she did this every day in school, all throughout her childhood ages of 6 through 13. She went through all of this, and this doesn't even include her social interactions and her emotional dramas. One day she's happy and playing with her friends. The next day she's being teased by kids that don't like her. Perhaps her pet dies, maybe a loved one dies. Friends come and go. That's a lot to go through just for a kid. Then Kate gets a little older, and now she's in high school where education is tougher. And other kids and social pressures can be more cruel. She has her own expectations, boy crushes, disappointments, and even failures. Sure, she has some good times, but the pressure and stress is always there. By the end of her high school years, she's not only going to school, but she also has a job at night. She loses friends, she's stressed out about going to college, which major she should go into, and after many nights studying and working, she passes high school, and she goes on to college, where she repeats this whole process again. After 4 more years at college, she gets a career, she gets married, she has kids, and her life is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week job. After all the years and years of using her mind, dealing with all the struggles and challenges, not once in her life has she ever taken a break from the daily grind. Kate is stressed out, and one day she decides she wants to learn how to meditate, and her mind can't turn off. After a few minutes of trying to meditate, she can't clear her mind won't turn off, and she quits. Turning off the mind is easier said than done. She tries meditation once or twice more, but the efforts seem useless. She can't turn off her racing thoughts. She feels meditation is impossible. Many people feel this way, and they experience this. The truth of the matter is, as why you can't get your mind to turn off, is because your mind is kind of like a train that's been running for years and years. Have you ever been stopped at an intersection while a train was passing through, and then you notice that the train is starting to slow down, and then the train eventually stops? It takes a long time for that train to stop. The train is not like a car that only needs a couple hundred feet to come to a stop. The train slows down for several miles before it can come to a stop. It's not because of how fast the train is going. Cars travel faster than a train can. The train takes a long time to slow down and stop because of all the luggage the train is carrying. And that train is like your mind. Your mind has so much knowledge, so much training, so much information and mental processes that the mind is carrying a heavy load. So it is nearly impossible for the mind to slow down almost instantly, especially since you've never had your mind come to a stop before. You need to be taught how to stop your thoughts. And one of the best ways to get your mind to carry less baggage is to, as mentioned earlier, clean up the mind and throw out some of the things that your mind holds on to. There are many nights, I bet, where you lay awake and your mind thinks of the most unnecessary thoughts. Memories of events that happened years ago that are no longer relevant to your present moment. But yet you get caught up in your thoughts. Your thoughts and memories emotionally charge you, they excite you, good or bad, and you cannot fall asleep. You are going to sleep and the mind is not needed, but you cannot get your mind to turn off. One of the best ways to slow your mind down is to get rid of the excess thoughts. And a lot of the reasons why you have excess thoughts is because these thoughts are being suppressed. Cleaning out and letting go of unnecessary thoughts is a must if you ever want to have your mind turn off. And cleaning out your thoughts and emotions is necessary if you ever want to meditate. The reason most people don't succeed in meditation is because they haven't cleaned their mind first. And this is what I've achieved. And I have over 5,000 students that I have taught my meditation techniques to that have already gained the benefits of a calm mind and emotions. And like I said, my techniques will calm your mind and emotions almost instantly. Just take a look at some of the responses that I've gotten from some of my students so far. These students took a leap of faith with my techniques, and look at what they had to say. Faisal Kumar writes, "I really love this course, unique and very different. The instructor shows practicality in every step. This course is worth the watch. It is a great course to sleep easy and better too. The content, of course, is nice, sums it up. Audio is crisp and loud. Instructor lectures are very engaging. Highly recommended to everyone." And Belinda writes, "Thank you for sharing these techniques. I always have a big challenge going to sleep due to the overdrive brain. My typical night of sleep is 3 to 4 hours. After using the first technique, I slept a solid 4.5 hours. This technique I will definitely continue to use." And Carl says, "I really enjoyed this course. I have already learned something I did not know." And Judith writes, "It is really cool and different. I love it." And you're probably thinking, "That sounds cool, Joe, but this won't work for me." Well, actually, my meditation techniques will work for anyone. I have meditation students from all over the world, all different ages, genders, artists, business people, etc. And if my techniques worked for even the most high-stressed people, such as Matt here that served in the military, then my quick and easy meditation techniques will work for you. Or maybe you're thinking that you've already tried meditation and meditation just doesn't work. Well, that's because you didn't clean your mind first. And you were probably trying old, outdated meditation techniques. I practiced meditation every day, twice a day for 5 years, with no success in attaining a peaceful mind and emotions. I would sit down, close my eyes, try traditional meditation techniques like watching my breath or focusing on a dot on a wall, only to find myself caught up in thoughts, fears, worries, memories, etc. that would bog me down. I actually hated meditation because I knew how bad closing my eyes and having to deal with all the negative thoughts could be. But once you learn how to clean your mind first, with a quick and easy exercise that I explained in my online course, you will have your mind and emotions cleaned in a matter of minutes. Literally. So now I've shown you the reason why your mind is racing with thoughts, and I've explained that cleaning your mind is the first must if you ever want to meditate. This is especially if you want to calm yourself of anxiety and panic attacks. Now you know the first steps that need to be done to gain control of your mind. You must first clean your mind. Isn't that an awesome tip? Secret number 2, why you should ditch your old traditional meditation techniques and adopt new radical meditation techniques that actually work. Let me tell you another story. About 5,000 years ago, in a golden era of history, there was a prince. And this prince had set out to understand the workings of the mind. Every day this prince would go out and sit under a tree, close his eyes, watch his breath, and he would try to meditate. This prince eventually chose to leave his royal position, and he lived in the streets because all he wanted to do was devote his time to learning meditation. Back in these days, the people who practiced meditation were considered very important people in the eyes of society, and the people of the village would take care of the people that practiced meditation. The people that practiced meditation would be given goods and donations so that meditators wouldn't have to work. Life was really easy for those that wanted to learn meditation, not to mention that life in general was easier for everyone. Back then, there were no bills, internet, or high-stress careers. For the most part, people would just work in their gardens and farms, build houses, but life was really easy back in those times. Anyhow, that man that was born a prince, who then went on to practice meditation, became known as Buddha. And after Buddha had mastered meditation, he went on to teach meditation to the townspeople and his followers. And Buddha had mastered meditation with a simple meditation technique of watching his breath. The point of the story is that people are still practicing old, outdated meditation techniques such as watching the breath, when we all live in a hectic, crazy modern times, where we are all constantly bombarded with information, bad news from news headlines, and demanding stressful lifestyles continue to increase. We have evolved into a society where at one point, back in the 50s and 60s, a husband could provide for his wife and kids at home with food on the table with just one job. In today's world, even with both parents working, if both parents are even still around, it's tough to make both ends meet financially. We do not live in a world like Buddha did, where if he wanted to do absolutely nothing but meditate, he would be provided with food, clothing, and shelter by the townspeople that admired him. And practicing simple meditation techniques, such as watching the breath, could give him a level of self-mastery and control over his mind. You and I both live in a world where new, more advanced, radical meditation techniques are needed. And that is what I provide in my meditation course. You will get simple, yet advanced meditation techniques that you can use that will calm your racing thoughts and your anxiety. Secret number 3, how to get instant results from new, radical meditation techniques that are designed for the modern person such as yourself. There is this old cliche idea that in order to master meditation, you need to find a master, go climb a mountain, Throw away your wants, desires, dreams, and ambitions and go sit on a mountaintop somewhere. Then you must sit on a mountaintop until you get some kind of magical revelation. I think this is BS. Desires, dreams, and ambitions are a part of life. You should not have to give up any dreams or passions in order to get a clear mind through meditation. You can only become complete as a person when you are successful with your dreams and goals and be completely happy and content in your mind and emotions. I want to help you get that goal of attaining your crystal clear mind in sound emotional states. It may take a few weeks to master meditation, but you will get results rather quickly with my new radical meditation techniques. These meditation techniques are for people in today's modern world, and these techniques are very much needed. You don't have time to sit there, watch your breath, and wait for results to happen. You want results now, don't you? You may be thinking right now, but doesn't it take a long time to learn meditation? People practice meditation for years and years. It's a strict discipline. Well, actually, meditation does not take long to master. Meditation just needs a little bit of understanding. We all have heard the phrase that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Well, this is true when people try the same meditation technique over and over, but yet after years of practicing meditation, that person still has a racing mind and has received no benefits from meditation. That is because those people are not trying anything new when it comes to meditation techniques. As explained earlier, old meditation techniques do not work anymore. Once you have the right instructions on how meditation actually works, you can attain a meditative state in a matter of minutes. I get results from meditation every day, and so does all of my other students that have taken my course. Understanding how meditation works is really the only discipline that you need. My online course is just over 2 hours long, and after watching my course, you will understand in just 2 hours what it takes most people decades to understand. That is, if they understand meditation at all. After you watch my first video on how to clear your mind and emotions, you will have less, if any, racing thoughts and anxiety. With a meditation technique that only takes 20 minutes to do, and you'll get all the benefits instantly the very first time you try it. Even if you do not do the meditation technique correctly the first time, you will still get benefits. Although I will say it is hard to mess this technique up. So let me ask you a question. If you followed a meditation technique that could clean your mind and emotions as mentioned in secret number 1, and you were given new radical meditation techniques that are designed for the high-stressed individuals of today's world as mentioned in secret number 2, and if I gave you the most efficient way to meditate as described in secret number 3, which would allow you to understand how meditation really works, which would save you years, even decades of meditation practice, do you think you could be successful with meditation too? Let me ask you a question. Are you excited about what I just talked about? Are you feeling a bit overwhelmed because I just covered so much? It is impossible for me to explain everything you need to know to get results in a little presentation like this, but I try to cover as much as possible. I created a special package for those who are ready to move forward and want to implement this new opportunity. Is it okay with you if I spend 10 minutes going over a very special offer to help you actually learn meditation and to help you end your racing thoughts and anxiety? Yes? Okay, great. Here's what you're going to get. A 6-week masterclass that'll help you clean your mind, end your racing thoughts and anxieties, and help you go deeper into meditation. Here's what we're going to cover. In week 1, we're going to talk about a new meditation technique that'll clean your mind and emotions, ridding yourself of racing thoughts and anxiety almost instantly. In week 2, we'll go over a diet and lifestyle cheat sheet for you to follow to calm your anxieties even more. In week 3, we dive into a technique that'll help solve any of your life's problems that may be causing you anxiety. Then by week 4, you'll be ready to start creating more positive thoughts and emotions with a simple technique that gets you engaged with your positivity, creativity, and youthfulness. In week 5, we look at a meditation technique that takes you deeper into stillness. And finally, in week 6, we wrap it up with a powerful law of attraction technique that'll help reprogram your subconscious mind. Now, let me show you some people that have had a chance to go through my program. Let me introduce you to Robert. He says, "This course was a perfect match for me as I have experienced anxiety for years, and this course has taught me how to slow my racing thoughts." And then there's Amy. She writes, "It touches on questions I had and needed answers to, but couldn't find it. I've been looking for someone with more detailed explanation of going within, and he made it plain and simple. Thanks. I'll be looking for more courses from him." And probably one of my favorites is Darren. He says, "I enjoyed this course. Very helpful exercises and right to the point. Very knowledgeable instructor. Short course for a powerful experience. This is something you can learn in a short time and have lasting results. So I want to go back and make sure you realize who this course is for. This course is for anyone that's looking to learn meditation but still has issues with racing thoughts. And because I personally suffer from anxiety and panic attacks, I've also included special instructions on how to relieve anxiety and panic attacks completely. But you don't need to be an anxiety sufferer to take this course. Perhaps you're a business person that is under lots of stress and you're looking for a quick, straight to the point way to learn meditation. This course will save you lots of time with trial and error and get you the most benefits of meditation as fast as possible. Or perhaps you're a person that's been into meditation for years, but you still haven't figured out how to stop your unending thoughts and attain a peaceful state of mind. If that's the case, this course is for you. Maybe you're a stay-at-home mom that could use a little break. I seriously consider meditation to be the ultimate mental and emotional vacation. And if that's the case, then this course is for you too. You might be thinking that you can't get started with this because you tried meditation before and it was just too difficult to manage your racing thoughts. Here's why that is a big mistake from your success. Well, as discussed earlier, the very first exercise in my course will teach you how to slow down and calm your mind and emotions almost instantly. This technique will work for everyone, and that's you. When you sign up, you're going to get instant access to my 6-week masterclass. In the first week, we're going to cover the Cleaning Your Mind and Emotions meditation technique, a $1,499 value. When you perform this technique, you'll be able to have a mind with less racing thoughts and your emotions will be more manageable. When I was trying to figure out all this meditation stuff out, I ran into a major roadblock. I didn't know how to slow down my racing thoughts, and I discovered a technique that'll do just that. Previously, I spent 5 years trying to learn meditation. It was this technique that finally opened the doors to my meditation success. I've already taught this technique to over 5,000 of my students, and every one of them love it. This could be your breakthrough too. As a part of this package, I'm also going to include a guided meditation track. It's a great tool to help you along with the meditation sequence. To have someone create a personalized meditation track, it can cost up to $200 to create, and I'm just going to give it to you. Sounds good? Next, in week 2, we're going to go over a diet and lifestyle cheat sheet to help anxiety, a $297 value. This diet and lifestyle cheat sheet is really awesome. This is not some boring diet like you may be used to. This bonus is going to make it easier and faster for you to relax your mind and emotions. How? Because there are many diet and lifestyle habits that you may be doing which are actually causing your anxiety and panic attacks. I know a lot of you may be thinking that certain foods and lifestyle routines don't actually affect your state of mind and emotions, but they do. I had to go through many years of trial and error to establish a diet and lifestyle to help relieve my anxiety. I eventually decided to go to a nutritionalist that specializes in natural medicine, and she gave me the diet and routine that I should follow to reduce my anxiety. I knew that certain foods would make me feel better, but when I visited my nutritionist, I had no idea that there were certain foods and lifestyle habits that I had that were actually adding on to my anxiety. She explained that just as much as there are food and lifestyle habits that would reduce my anxiety, there are also food and lifestyle habits that were causing my anxiety too. And there are probably certain food and lifestyle routines that you may be doing that are causing your anxiety as well. Having to visit a nutritionist can be very expensive. They charge by the hour, and of course I wanted to learn as much as I can. You won't have to hire a nutritionist to figure out the best diet and lifestyle for anxiety by yourself, because I'm going to give you her special suggestions and guidelines as a special bonus. This diet and lifestyle cheat sheet will help you too. Just pick out the food and lifestyle routines that you see are best and start noticing the difference in how you feel. Cool, huh? For this next bonus, I want to give you a tool that'll help you with your daily problems. I call it the Problem Buster Writing Technique. A lot of people do not have other people to turn to when they have problems that they want to talk about. I personally had this problem too when I had a bunch of anxiety and panic attacks. When I did try to talk to my family about my problems, I would always get short answers like, "Oh, you'll be okay," or "You'll figure it out." And I often found it embarrassing to talk to friends and family about any problems I was having because they only wanted to have a good time when I was around them. They didn't want to talk about problems, and I didn't have any money to go see a life coach or a counselor of some kind. So I discovered a great technique that'll help you with your life struggles. And oftentimes you will find the answer you need all by yourself when doing this exercise. This Problem Buster writing technique has a value of $149 and is a great tool to help you think through your problems. Writing technique is something you can do every day or whenever you have problems that you can't figure out. I'll explain more in my course, but when you do this writing technique, you'll be able to get a lot of answers to your problems. Next, as a part of this course, I'm sure that if you've ever suffered from anxiety, you're probably used to having negative thoughts and feelings. You may need a tool to help bring back more positive feelings into your life. I have a really cool experience that you can do with yourself that will make you feel more positive, more creative, and more youthful. I found this necessary as I know at times do get rough and it's hard to get yourself out of a rut. This experience, which you can do weekly, will uplift your spirits and give you a fresh new look at life. This technique, which I call Ignite Your Youthfulness, is a $197 value. This tool is a great stress reliever, and you will wonder how you've ever gone so long without ever doing this exercise. And if by chance you've ever had that feeling of being too old, as many of my friends do, you will knock those feelings right out and start feeling young again. This technique does help you regain a fresh new feeling towards life, and this will be an experience that you look forward to every week. Next, in week 5, I'm going to give you one of my favorite meditation techniques that is very powerful. In this meditation technique, I will be helping you go deeper into meditation and make your mind and emotions more still. The reason why a lot of people have anxiety is because their mind is full of thoughts of their past and their future. If you can pull yourself out of your mind and live in the now, you'll be experiencing more peace as you're more than likely okay in this present moment. This technique will help you get out of your head, which I know a lot of people need. This going deeper into meditation technique is a $297 value. Once you start practicing this technique, you will get the most out of your day and you will start to live a fuller, richer life. This course is starting to sound really cool, right? Well, I saved one of the best techniques for last. This is what we will cover in week 6. I know a lot of you watching this video are probably really determined to get your minds and emotions the very best they can be. I know a lot of you are probably into the laws of attraction, so I'm going to include a very special technique that will help reprogram your subconscious mind. This technique is actually a very powerful law of attraction technique, and it's one of the best law of attraction techniques I've ever come across. I know a lot of you may not believe in the laws of attraction, but the truth of the matter is that before anything happens in reality, you must think of it first. Therefore, it is very important that you train your mind to think of only the very best thoughts. This technique will not only help you rid of your habitual negative thinking, but you will be able to start going in the direction that you want to take your life into. You are what you think every day. You don't want to be thinking negative thoughts, and you also do not want to be thinking boring, mediocre thoughts either, because that becomes your life. In order for you to start living the best life that you can have, you must start thinking the very best thoughts that you can imagine. This technique that I want to introduce to you will not only get you to think the very best thoughts, but you'll also feel them. You'll become immersed in your thoughts, and you'll begin to live them. This tool is very helpful, and it's a technique that I've used to make some very significant changes and coincidences happen. This is the final path to mastering your mind and anxiety. You must give your mind something new, something better to think about. And by doing this technique, no matter where you are in life, you'll begin to feel these thoughts as if they're happening now. This reprogramming of your subconscious mind technique is a $497 value, but it really is worth so much more than that. This technique will help reprogram your subconscious mind, and you'll also start to recreate your new ideal reality. It is the thoughts that you think over and over which you will experience in the outer world. And this exercise not only gets you to think of the very best thoughts, but you will start to feel them and experience these thoughts in your mind. The more you feel the thoughts, the more quickly you'll experience them. I've gone through many law of attraction techniques, and this is by far one of the greatest techniques that I can recommend. And I know you will enjoy this technique as well. So here's the total package of what you're going to get. You're going to get the cleansing of your mind and emotions technique, a $1,499 value. Then in week 2, you'll get the diet and lifestyle cheat sheet for anxiety, a $297 value. In week 3, you will get the problem buster writing technique, a $149 value. In week 4, you'll get the Ignite Your Youthfulness technique, a $197 value. In week 5, you'll get a meditation technique that'll help you go deeper into meditation, a technique that'll help you live in the now, a value of $297. And in week 6, you'll get a powerful law of attraction technique that'll help you reprogram your subconscious mind and help you start thinking the very best thoughts so that you start living your ideal life, a $497 value. This entire package has a total value of $2,936. Now, obviously, I'm not going to charge you that much, but if I did charge $2,936 and all this program did for you was clean your mind and emotions, giving you more peaceful days for the rest of your life, would it be worth it to you? And if all this program did for you was give you new radical meditation techniques that would help transform your life, would it be worth it to you? And what if all this course did was teach you how to relieve your anxieties so that you start to live a happier, positive life? Would it be worth it? I had two choices with this course. I could go cheap as possible and try to sell as many courses as possible. But the problem with that is I couldn't really stack on the value for you. So I decided to go with a second option, which obviously requires a slightly higher investment on your side. But in exchange for that, I can dedicate more time, energy, and resources to help guarantee your success. So if you were successful with meditation and you had a perfectly clear mind that contributed to giving you a peaceful and happy life, would that be worth it to you? How much would you pay for a healthier mind with no racing thoughts and anxiety and start living a life you've always wanted? You can probably see why people would pay $2,936 for my course, but it wouldn't be a cost, it would be an investment. You already know this course is worth $2,936, and typically I would charge a client that. But because you've stayed with me till the very end of this video, I want to give you a very special offer. When you purchase my course today, you will only pay $297, but you must act today as I don't know how long I can have this special offer available. So let's put this in perspective for you. If you were to come visit me in person and we were to work one-on-one, I would charge $2,936 for this program. But because you're learning how to do this yourself, and I'm giving you all the tools and resources to give you results fast, you only have to pay $297. So at this point, you have two choices. Choice number one is to do nothing. If you do nothing with this information you've learned over the past 30 minutes or so, what will you get? Nothing. Or you can choose to take a leap of faith, just test out my course and see if it works for you. It's okay if my course does not work for you, and if not, you're covered with a 45-day money-back guarantee. Just test drive my course and see if it works for you. You have nothing to lose. The real question is this: is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check out my course? Even if my course does half of what I've claimed today, the course would still be worth it. So again, here's what you're going to get. Right away in week 1, you're going to get a meditation technique that'll cleanse your mind and emotions, slow your mind of racing thoughts, and relieve yourself of anxiety in just a matter of minutes at $1,499 value. In week 2, you will get a diet and lifestyle cheat sheet to help relieve yourself of anxiety even more at $297 value. In week 3, I'm giving you a writing technique that'll help solve a lot of your life's problems that may be holding you back, a $149 value. In week 4, I want to give you a technique to help reconnect you to your positivity, creativity, and youthfulness. You're going to love this, a $197 value. In week 5, I'm going to give you a meditation technique that will bring you deeper into stillness, which will help you live in the moment, so that way you can begin to live a fuller, richer life, a $297 value. And in week 6, you're going to get a very powerful law of attraction technique, which will help you reprogram your subconscious mind, so that way you think only the best and ideal thoughts, a $497 value. And again, this whole package has a total value of $2,936, and you're getting everything for only $297. That's basically 90% off. For those of you who are fast action takers, I want to give you an added bonus. When you invest in my meditation course today, you're also going to get free bonus meditation music tracks. These are special audio tracks which are specifically designed to take you from your normal day-to-day brainwave state down to an alpha brainwave. It is while you are in alpha brainwave state that you're most calm, peaceful, and creative. It's about as relaxed as you can get without falling asleep. And you get these bonus audio tracks for free when you take action and order your course today. So again, here's what you're going to get: a complete 6-week master course to relieve yourself of racing thoughts and anxiety with free bonus meditation audio tracks and a 45-day money-back guarantee, a $2,936 value for only $297. This could be the course that changes your life. And again, try the course risk-free for 45 days. If you don't like the course for any reason, just send me an email and I will refund you. It really is that easy. Because if my course does not help you, I do not want your money. But I am so confident that my course will help you, as my course has already helped over 5,000 other students. So I know my course will help you too. Below, you should see a button where you can purchase and get instant access to this course. And remember, my very first technique is a technique that will help you rid of your unwanted thoughts and anxieties in a matter of minutes. So act now and get your course. You really don't have anything to lose except your racing thoughts and anxieties. So take a leap of faith right now and purchase the course. This course will change your life as it already has done so for my 5,000 other students. I look forward to seeing you in the course. Take action now. Purchase the course below.